anymore, we're going to keep. Well, I tell you what, they can keep it a secret. Those out there that don't want to tell, you can. But we're going to keep this going, and it's going to always be in the forefront because, like I said, the families are torn asunder because they don't know what to do. There is so much free stuff out there for them.
Yes.
There, you know, NAMI is going to be doing, while we're on that subject, NAMI is going to be doing a workshop at our activity center, at the Marcia Keys Activity Center. And it's going to be on Thursday, July the 21st from 6 to 9, Friday, July the 22nd from 6 to 9, and then on Saturday, it's going to be from 9 to 3. They're coming out to educate the children. One session will be for the children, one session will be for the adults. And then they're going to combine them together. This is something that they wanted to do into the community to let parents know if you got a child that's confused, you got a child that's moody, you got a child that's exhibiting tendencies that you just can't explain, come out in here. You may have a child with a problem that needs to be addressed. And the one thing that I have learned and the shows that we have been doing is that if you don't understand something that's going on, ask someone.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ask someone. Take your child. Let your child be tested. You know, don't just attribute it, like Pastor said, to the child is just being bad, because there could be an underlying problem there. We've had some good people that have come before us. That the one show that probably set more in my heart, since we're talking about the shows, is Judge Jan Crocker. And I'm going to tell you why her show was the one. Because this is a judge that I may have to go before, or a family member may have to go before. And this is a judge that is compassionate about mental health. This is a judge that's going to listen to the story and going to make a decision because she has passion for people who have this this problem. So her show was good to me. The other show that struck out in my mind was when I was told that there is I think it's CIRT, that when you have a family member that's acting out of order and you just can't get it under control, versus calling 911 for the police to come blazing with sirens and guns drawn, they will send out in a car, they will send out a psychologist with them that maybe can talk your family member out of the situation that they're in. And that makes a big difference. That's the difference between your loved one being killed versus your loved one being sent, you know, to get the help that he needs. So those two shows were important, because I did not know that. I did not know that. I'm learning that with Judge Crocker, most of all, that court was there, that people do come before her, and that she works with these people. So that's information that's a jewel to me, because people didn't know, people may not know that. So if they take the information that we're giving them and they do something with it, I think we may not solve all the problems. We're never going to solve all the problems, because the problem is going to be, just like Jesus said, the pool is going to be with us always. This is probably going to be with us always too. But we can at least help. We can put a little dent in it, because they're learning just a little bit more than they knew, just a little bit more than they knew at first. And let me tell you, a little bit of information can help you do something. Yes, Robin?
Yes, ma'am. Miss Shirley, and thank you for letting me speak at this moment. And another thing about Judge Crocker's court, you need to let the audience know that the court system is not designed, you know, in the African-American community, we always think it's designed to take us down. Here's a judge that took away from, not her, she had been on the bench all day. Give her kudos points. She came there that night, and she stood, and she, not only did she be a part of the panel, she mixed with the audience.
Yes, she did.
And I think that needs to be recognized, to let the audience know that every judge that's on that bench is not like you, is not against you. Make sure you let them know her passion.
You're letting them know right now.
Yes,
so you're letting them know.
I'm letting them know how she wants to. There's no money there in her court system, but her passion is so deep to know that when someone has mental illness and they do good. She told the story about the young man with the braids, how, you know, how every time he would do a UA, it would be the other way. But when he did a good UNA, she made the courts stand up and applaud him. So that was his reward. So he will always know that Judge Crocker's not there to imprison him. She's there to enhance him and build him
and to
up.
help him up.
You know, these are things that we need to know. And one more thing, Ms. Shirley, because I'm really passionate about mental illness.
That's what this show is about today.
You know, like when Judge Crocker says they have no money, but this is what I want my community to hear. She is willing to get private funding to help get this court started. So if someone's going to give you private funding, then we can at least show up.
Yes. Oh yes.
That's
yes.
I have to say thank you, Judge Crocker.
Now, we want to give her like I said, she stuck out more than anyone with me because of the passion. She came to the show. She said, as you said, she came to our rally. She said she answered the questions that she could. She mingled with the crowd.
Yes,
so
she did.
I want to give her. You're right. We do need to give her kudos because that was a good show for us. I also want to. George Parnham was
yes, he is
just so enlightening because his passion you could see. Everyone that we've had on the show, Pastor, has been very passionate about what they were saying, and they've been genuine about what they were saying, and that makes a difference. That makes a difference. That they didn't just come in and say a whole bunch of nice words, but they were actually talking about their passion for
and
what.
They showed up too.
And they showed up.
That's right.
And they showed up for the show. They showed up at the rally. Those people did show up at the rally. So that's what makes it exciting for us, because if we don't accomplish, if we get one person, and believe me, we've got more than one that have called the center and asked for more information, that means somebody somewhere was looking at the show.
That's right.
And they got something and they want to get more.
That's right.
So we've accomplished what we set out to accomplish, Pastor.
You know, and we don't want to leave our district attorney Bridgewater.
Oh no, no. Thank you, Pastor.
From the district attorney's office.
Oh yes.
And we got to remember, these people came out.
Yes.
They came all the way down to Baytown.
That's right.
And they came in because they knew that we were serious about what we were doing. Now, one thing we can't allow people to do, we cannot let them criticize us and we draw back.
Exactly.
So a lot of times you got to be able to stand criticism. Whenever you're doing something like this, getting information out, somebody's going to criticize, but you can't worry about that. I also feel that we should have programs in these schools, because you got too many teachers that are quitting, the teaching area because of these kids. We got to somehow or another got to get the program into the school. This has been a wonderful month for me, and last month dealing with mental health, the people that came on the show. What we got to do, we got to be consistent. And on this program coming to our center, we want to really publicize it.
Oh, yes.
We want to get the people out. We want a big crowd there. And most of all, let the people know we're serious about what we're doing. This is not a fly-by-night thing. We took a lot of time bringing the right people in that could deal with mental health from each level, the jail, from the district attorney's office, from the schoolhouse, the outhouse, the church house. We need to get this message out that mental health is a serious condition, but there is help for those that have those conditions if we can get those people to come out.
And you're so right, Pastor. We have to publicize it. This thing with NAMI is going to be a good training session for them. And once we stop there, we really don't want to just, like you said, we don't want to just leave it alone. Thank you for saying about the criticism, because a lot of people have looked at the shows and, well, there's no mental health in my family. What are they talking about? I mean, you're not going to fix anything. I think a prominent person once said that, well, you can't fix anything with these namby-pamby shows. I mean, it's you got to get out there and you got to. If we let people stop us from doing what we're doing, then we're not serious about what we started out. We're very serious. We're very passionate about this. Thank you so much, Robin, for your passion. With the mental health, I thank all of those. I thank all of those who came out and spoke on the show. I thank all of those who showed up for the rally, because that let people know that we were very serious about this. From the very beginning, we told you when we started this show, we wanted to bring issues to the community. We wanted to let the community know that we were very serious and that this was a show to tell you about what's going on. We've got a lot of things that are coming down that's going to be, that are in the planning for this show, and we're hoping that all the information that we get out is going to be helpful to our community. I thank Robin so much because, like I said, Robin does a lot of the research work for us. Pastor does research work. We all do, but I want to thank her for what she has been doing for us. I personally want to stop and thank Judge Bridgewater, Judge Crocker, Adrian Garcia, Mr. Pittman, George Parnham, NAMI, who came out, Janae Dyson, and Angelina Hudson. They came out for us. We want to thank all of those, and there are a lot of them that
Patrick too.
And Patrick McAvain.
Jackie
he came
too.
out, and of course Jackie, who started our show off.
That's
as
right.
a matter of fact,
Jackie.
the very first show we started was with Jackie.
What's up again?
Jackie Simeon.
Jackie Simeon. We started the show with her. Patrick McAvain.
Patrick
McAvain. It came out. So there have been good people that have come out that some have shared their testimonies. Some have shared their expertise because, as we told you before, we're not experts. All we're doing is sitting here bringing the information to you, and we want to keep the dialogue going with this. Again, I say to people who see the show, if you want information, more information about the show, please call that number that's on the screen, 713-731-7050. Again, we're not experts, but we can put you in touch with the people that you need to be in touch with. That's going to help you. And because this has been such a spirited show, we want to keep the dialogue going. We don't want this dialogue to end just because we've stopped bringing people on. Somebody's not talking about mental health, or we're on another subject, because it's going to be in the forefront. It's something that's not going to go away overnight. It's something that's going to be there always. And as we're winding down on the show today, again, I want to tell you about the classes that's going to be held at the Marcial Keys Activity Center on July the 21st through the 23rd. These are going to be classes for adults and classes for the children. So we want you to call to get more information. And the number to call if you want to get more information about this is 713-970-4419, and that is NAMI. NAMI will be putting on this particular seminar. So again, if you want more information, the number again is 713-970-4419. Please call and get that in and get information about this, because like Pastor said, we want to publicize this, and we want this to be a big event. We're winding down with the show. Pastor, we want to thank you. This has been a good show. We've gone back over the things that we've had. Oh, Robin, thank you so much. We've gone back over the things that we've had. So we thank you for joining in and being with us on today.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good show today.
Very good show.
Very good show.
That's it.